Ooh, yeah, yeah. I had a dream that would change. To be honest with you, it sounds a little bit strange, but I hate solo records and solo releases, especially from singers. You know, I hate this because it looks like you don't like your band anymore, or you need something more, something special, or whatever. That was not the reason why I recorded this stuff. The main reason was the money. About the money, because in Germany we got a kind of scholarship in my state North Rhine-Westphalia because of the Corona virus situation, and they said if you got a good idea doing something different from the regular job what you do regularly, then you get money from the government. And I decided, okay, what is the opposite of AXXIS? What is the opposite of playing with a band, playing loud music with a guitar and drums? The idea was to do a silent, very pure record, only with a piano and a voice, and that's it. And that was the reason I recorded everything and I offered it to our government, and they said, okay, that sounds cool. You got the money and you got the scholarship for this record. And that was the main reason, that was my motivation to start writing songs this way. And then during the songwriting, I really like the kind of working with the piano and the kind of writing songs, not with the guitar. Usually I use a guitar, and in this way I use a piano. And I was really, I get more into it from day to day, and I really love to record this way of music. You know, it's very difficult for me. It was very difficult for me. Oh, let the world trust in me. Let the world trust in you. Yeah, to be honest with you, like I said before, I love my job with AXXIS. I love to be a part in a band, and I'm not. I usually it sounds strange too. I don't want to stay. I'm not the middle point of everything. You know, I'm not. I hate it when the people are focused only on the singer and the band, because a band is a band and everybody is very important. That's the reason why everybody knows AXXIS and nobody knows Bernhard WEISS, because this is only a singer of a rock band, and I really love to hide myself a little bit in this AXXIS surrounding, you know. And to be honest with you, I hate to be alone on the stage. I love to be on the stage with a band and to can hide myself a little bit and to can do whatever I want and can say we are responsible for everything, not I'm responsible for everything, you know. It's that's the reason why I don't hate to be when the people are focused only on the singer of a band. And that's the reason why I hate solo records from singers, because I love AXXIS and I love this work with a band and writing songs with a band and this interaction in between members and musicians. I really love this kind of work. The only reason for doing this record was only the scholarship of North Rhine-Westphalia. And on the other hand, it was for me a kind of a learning process to learn a lot of things about recording only a voice, only piano, to mix everything together. That was really strange, because usually we got huge drums and huge reverb sounds and whatever in the background, and now I got only the voice and the piano, and that was very, very difficult for me. And this scholarship made up my mind a little bit and gave me new experiences. It's a very easy step for a rock singer to use a guitar. I want to do something the opposite of everything what I did before. And the opposite, I never played a piano before. I need the help from Harry, by the way, you know, because I cannot play it. He can play the piano very, very good. And I'm just a beginner in this instrument. And I learned for 6 months this piano stuff. I got knowledge about harmonic stuff and these things. It's the reason why I choose this very difficult way for a record for writing songs. Totally the opposite of everything else what I did before, and it was good for me because I learned a lot of things. I feel the dark. You know, the problem is I'm AXXIS a little bit, you know, and I've got my own style of writing songs. And that's the reason why it sounds a bit like AXXIS from the structure of the songs, or from the taste of the melodic lines or whatever. So it's my way of living and my way of taste and my way of, I don't know, writing songs. That's what you hear when you so you can compare it a little bit with AXXIS, but the sound is totally different, and I try to find my own challenges in this way to not to copy myself, to copy the AXXIS style. But by the end of the day, you're right. If you're using now a band like Dirk Brandt on the drums and the guitar player, maybe it will sound like AXXIS. You know, that's right. Feel me bound to my core. The main problem was that I got something in my mind and I don't get it on the instrument. That was really, that was a very, very hard way. And I got the harmonic sound in my mind and I don't get it on the instrument. And I try to work with it, you know, and I try to get my 10 fingers, you know, and sometimes I'm using the digital help like Cubase, the system where I can choose MIDI notes, you know, as a piano player, and they can help me. But Harry told me, Bernie, you got only 10 fingers. You can use 12, you know, you got only 10, you know, and like these small little mistakes are coming up during the songwriting process. But by the end of the day, it was in the beginning, it was very, very hard to get all these ideas in my mind on the drive, you know, on the I don't know. Usually I would say on the paper, but I'm using Cubase and using a hard drive, you know, to get it on a hard drive. You know, that was very difficult. Allow yourself to pull the curtain aside. Yeah, it was totally difficult. If I use a guitar for writing songs, I got it in my mind and I got it directly done. And with the piano, something happened. But sometimes mistakes happened, and from these mistakes, I got new inspirations, you know, and something accidentally happened, and it's maybe the whole album is an accident. I don't know. I got not these handcraft, these craft to play piano, and sometimes Harry gave me some ideas to said, hey, this is a cool thing. For example, Eyes in the Night. He said, just change it a little bit and try something different. And then I got this chorus line, Eyes in the Night, this totally different harmonic style in the chorus line. And so it was a kind of trial and error production, you know. I'm working step by step, going forward and forward. It takes a long time. The songwriting took me about 5 months, you know, 5 months with everything. Only the songwriting, the basic. The recording, that was easy, but the songwriting, that was a tough stuff. The war I fought for you. The war I fought. Good question. Yeah, that's what I told you in the beginning. For me, I'm always a band member, and I really don't want to be a solo star or something like that. I love to hide myself or to be a part of something, you know. I don't be only the part of nothing else. Only I am in the focus. That's what I really hate. And that's right. For me, it's, to be honest with you, I cannot imagine to play this live on stage. To be alone on the stage, just with the piano and myself, that's not what I want. I love to be a part of interaction on a stage. That, for example, when we play with Laconia, these two singers on the stage, I really love this theater feeling what I got when we're fighting against each other on the stage. This interaction. This doesn't work if you're being alone on the stage. You know, that's what I don't know. That's not my way of living. Like I said, the scholarship was my motivation to do this in the beginning, and now we got this product. And to be honest with you, I'm very, very surprised by myself that I got this thing done. In the beginning, it was for me a huge hill, and I think I cannot climb this one. But by the end of the day, I've got it, and I'm really, really happy and surprised by the end of the day that the people that I got such positive reactions of this album. And but to answer your question, the voice, like I said, Ronnie James Dio or Bruce Dickinson are singers with a very low timbre, low sound in his voice. I got a very, very high voice, and I need melodic lines. If I sing only on one note, it's getting boring, you know. Mm-hmm. If Ronnie James Dio is singing only on one note, it sounds cool because he got this or Whitesnake or whatever, you know. They got these low timbre voice sound in their voice, and That's the reason why I love to sing melodic lines with a band, and I love to put a huge reverb sound and delays on my voice. I hate it dry. That was the challenge, by the way, in this album, to find a mixture, not to put my voice into huge reverb rooms or delays. Just a little bit, very, very focused just on the voice and on the piano, only in a small room. And I got more confidence to answer your question right now.
Was wrapped in black shades of my life, and all I know and all
I have no plan in the beginning, to be honest to you. I just got an empty piece of paper in front of me, and I have no idea what I'm talking about in the beginning. Like I said, the main problem in my head was, how can I play the piano in this way? I got it in my mind, and how get it on the hard drive? And then I tried to write lyrics first, and then I try to play the piano. It doesn't work. Then I try to play the piano first. I try to find lyrics, and then just singing in English in some sentences, and I got some fragments, some parts out of the lyrics, and it's just words or sentences that I don't think about. They're just coming out of my soul, And some sentences were totally stupid, but some of them were really cool, and I were focused on these small sentences, and they are a reputation, or they are representing my mood during the coronavirus situation, sitting at home alone, and I got 1,000 ideas in my mind and 1,000 things in my mind that I just put on this piece of paper. And then by the end of the day, I was surprised too that I got so much different moods on this record, and so much different ideas and feelings on this record. And by the end of the day, it works in these songs, and that was really cool for me too.
And I hear how I cry at night when I'm gonna fight nightmares inside.
That was the main reason why I titled this album Rock Chansons, because I'm a singer from the rock business, and I try to write only songs with a piano and a voice. That's it, very intimate or emotional lyrics, and I think that's a cool title or a good slogan for my first album. That's the reason why I titled it Rock Chansons. It got a cool flair, and I think the word chanson, this French word, sounds very sexy. Yeah, the reception was cool. That was a cool thing. Usually we don't want to release this album, but because of the reality right now, because of that, what's going on right now, we said it's unbelievable. All these stupid stuff that we got in our minds are now reality. Right. There is a virus, and the whole world got a kind of locked down. It's unbelievable. Oh, and the fact that boats of people, refugees coming to the border of Europe, it was only a kind of imagine a picture in our mind, that's all, where we said million of boats are coming, blah blah blah, and now million of boats are coming to Europe. Unbelievable. And that was the main reason why we said, hey Harry, let's release everything. And Harry said, good idea, let's do it, because it's a kind of time stamp right now, that was the main reason for it. And for AXXIS, we got the big problem in 2020. We got the advantage that we got the 70,000 tons of metal in January, and we were doing a small Spanish tour in April, and in March everything was going down the drain. Yeah. The lockdown, everything was down, and we earn no money anymore. Our job was stopped. All the gigs were. We have no chance to earn money anymore, and that was the reason why I said we got the opportunity or the possibility to get money from the government to do some projects that are a little bit different than the usual stuff we're doing right now, and so we can survive. But we use this time with writing songs for AXXIS. Harry and me, we wrote now 30 songs for AXXIS. Okay,
great.
Not all of but not all of them are great. I think 10 songs. I think 18 songs are really cool, and the other ones are okay in my opinion. And maybe we have to fix some stuff, and they're getting better. But usually we got almost 18 songs that are really, really cool for AXXIS. So we use this time writing songs, being creative, and put something on the hard drive. Yeah, that was a very important album because I remember 2000 when we started our record label and publishing company Phonotracks. We are only well known in Germany, and we got all the big tours in Germany, whatever. And then we realized that we got a lot of friends, for example, in France or in Spain, and we never realized this in the regular business. And we are trying to, try to do something different. And we realized with the album Time Machine or Paradise in Flames or with this power metal era, we opened our market for the people coming aboard of Germany, for example, France or Spain. And that was not planned. It was only an experiment. But we saw a lot of good reactions from the people aboard of Germany. And we realized this and said it was cool that the people love this kind of music, or they discovered us with Paradise in Flames, for example. They never heard about Kingdom of the Night or AXXIS 2 or whatever. That was the first record a lot of people mentioned in their country, the first record from AXXIS, because it was released worldwide and in these countries. And for us, to be honest with you, I really love to challenge myself a little bit. Like you said, like you hear on this Rock Chansons album, I really love to... I hate to copy myself because it's a kind of routine coming up. And if you are working with a routine, it's getting boring, even as a musician. For me, it's very, very important to find something what I never did before. And Paradise in Flames, we are working with a female voice, for example. And we are working with orchestral sounds, and we are working with more tempo into the songs. And I really love to play with these with these points, that was really cool. And the album was very, very successful. Aboard of Germany, especially France, Spain, and United Kingdom. Oh, yeah. There was a single, and the single was called Lady in Black, Uriah Heep.
All right.
A small single, but the real vinyl record I bought, the first real vinyl record was Kiss Alive 2. Not because I love Kiss at the beginning, because I love to open this booklet and I saw the Third World War, with flames and whatever. That was the Kiss Alive 2. That was really the teaser to buying this album. But by the end of the day, I really love the music.
And do you still have these?
I still got this record. Exactly. I still got this record. It looks very, very bad, but I still got it and it works. Still working.
The pressure and the pain never stop. I'll survive.
Yeah, it was Kiss too. Oh, you mean the real band, no? Or, local bands? I saw some local bands, but nobody knows these local bands. The first local band I saw was Anvil, the band that I played in a couple of years later. In Lünen, in my hometown, they're playing in a kind of youth place for children. They played there, and I was really impressed because I was 14 years old, and they were old guys, and they're playing hard rock music, and they're looking like, I don't know, strange, like, leather everywhere and these stuff. A little bit strange, but I loved it. And 5 years later, I was the singer of this band called Anvil, and then we changed the name into AXXIS. The story, blah blah blah. And but the first concert, the real concert was Kiss 2 in Germany, in Dortmund, Westfalenhalle, with Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden with Paul Di'Anno supported them in Dortmund. I think it was the Killers album, and the album from Kiss was, I'm not sure, was it the I Was Made for Loving You? I don't think so.
Believe me when I say, when things get tough.
Oh, that was embarrassing. Yeah, that's the reason why I remember this. It was for my soccer team. I played for my soccer team with my band called Shift In. My first band, and it was kind of, was it a punk band? Yeah, it was a kind of punk band, and we are just beginners on our instruments, and my football team was in front of me, and I'm playing some stuff, and they are just, they're just totally drunk, and when they're getting drunk and more drunk, they like the music much more, and by the end of the day, it was a good concert, but at the beginning, it was so embarrassing for me. There were so many times. I was falling on stage during the Rock am Ring festival in Germany. Sometimes I got a pizza too early during the show because I throw everything out in front of the bass drum. You know, that was really that was embarrassing. If you get something in your stomach and then you are moving like aerobic in a sauna, you know, with the heat on stage, and you know, that was hard. That's the reason why I eat nothing before a concert. 2 hours before a concert, I ate nothing because it's horrible for me. And there was some very embarrassing moments. Yeah, but hey, that's rock and roll. Yeah, I must say thank you. Really, a huge thanks to everybody who wrote AXXIS Records, who buy AXXIS Records, and who support us. That's really, really important for us, especially in this period of time where culture needs more support from the people, because we are not an airline, we are not a coal mine or industry business where we get money from taxes or whatever from the government. We got only these small little scholarship for like here this from the Rock Chansons, and we are dependent from the fans, and that's the reason why I really appreciate the support that we got all over the world, worldwide from the fans. And www.axxis.de, you know, just visit our website and buy our records and our shirts. That's what we need right now.